Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarriorTV on YouTube. I'm the CouchWarrior, and you are watching ASHES2, Skyrim SE Let's Play, featuring the Shadeling. Well, we're picking the story up right where we left off. The Shadeling has just neutralized another shrine, I guess. Not having much luck with it traveling. That is all right. Something's happening over here. Neutralize that spider. Spiders freak me out, man. Big time. They killed this poor sap. Guy took a little fire damage there. We've got a nasty right there. After. All right. Let's give him a little chase. Ooh. Oh, man. I'm going to lead him right up here to this fortress. We've got some business there. We want for that lurker to turn his attention to our enemies here, because he's pretty formidable. And those two should be fighting each other. We can heal a little bit here. Distance here. Getting dicey in there. There's two. Ah, lurkers. Still all about us. It's all right. Let's lead him on a merry chase. We've got some bandits over here, too. Maybe we can turn him against some bandits. That'd be pretty awesome. He's actually come a long way. this point. Mobile. Now I'm using Shadow Bond on him. But every time he hits me with a spell, it breaks my Shadow Bond. He is kind of a dangerous thing to play chicken with, and that's what I'm doing here. But I'm going to try and make it work for us if we can stay a step ahead of him here. I think, too, that perhaps, I wonder if it might be actually breaking our Shadow Bond when he uses a spell as well. Could be. I want to keep him interested. Let's switch right away. Okay. Now we threw him off a little bit, I think. Loop up around this way. Yeah, he's still coming. Woo! Oh! Come on now. Whoa. God, they're just so nasty. Okay, he just cast a spell. Yeah, it's when he uses his strange spell type capability. It's almost like a breath weapon. Woo! Send him right in there. Now he's working on the bandits, and we are going to go invisible. Let it play out. Lose ourselves here, so they forget all about us. I think they may have taken him out. They did. Yeah, these must be tough bandits. Alright. Let's go screw with them a little bit here. We gotta be coming close to the end of our invisibility here. Let's get this guy. Puts us back into hiding. Hope everybody is doing well. I am doing fine. Greetings. Big thank you to all of you patrons who are watching this right now. I appreciate your support so very much. Okay, put a rune on that ramp. I know they're going to use that ramp or they're going to come out the front door, so I'm always looking for choke points I can target. Inside for the heck of it. Alright, let's go to Blink. And we're going to try to blink up onto the ship if we can. Okay, right up onto the bow. That's good. be rough for these guys. Just big frosty explosions coming out of nowhere. Now there's a guy below the decks. I think we may have killed him with our first opening Frost Nova, and I think we killed him right through the floorboards. He's down there. We triggered our first Frost Nova here, and he was not dead when we came up there, so he must have been killed right through the floor. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright. Well, that worked out okay. We got that lurker to come all the way over here. That was a good kind of opening distraction, I guess. Red apples. Shadeling would take the red apples. He would also secure any money that could obviously be useful tomorrow. This is an item that has magic in it, so he would be looking to take that and absorb the enchantment. There are a lot of things that Shadeling will not loot. But he nabs things that he can absorb the magic from, and he will sometimes nab things if he thinks they will be useful tomorrow in some way. That has been a fairly common occurrence. Oh, look at that, though. Our lurker killed the Reaver Lord. That's good. That worked out good. So there was a nice payoff there. That's enchanted as well. All right. Oh, we got another one here. All right. Not bad. He took out more bandits than I thought he did, including the chief, so that was a good strategy. Now, the thing we learned there, of course, though, is that the lurker's breath weapon, or spell-casting ability, if you will, gives him some innate immunity to our shadow bond, which is interesting. So we're always learning. We're always learning. And I love the way that the specificity of some of these apocalypse spells make you not only think about the scenarios that you're in, but also really have to seriously consider the enemies that you're facing as well. I think that's a really nice feature, a nice reasonable compromise, you know? I love that. Okay. Alright, we've got to beware now. We killed 2 on our way through here. But we know there's more. Here. I'm going to equip Frost Nova.
Men, an invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an ambush.
Okay, I would love it if I
Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
If I could catch up more than one in this explosion, that would be ideal, but they're not really close enough together. It's got a good blast radius, but it's not that good, so we may have to just settle for one target. Such as that. Okay, they should be pretty confused right now. Ash spawn are aggressive and dangerous, but they're not the smartest foes in the world. When I get killed by them, usually it's because I've been overwhelmed, and usually it's because of some of them, their range capability, which usually trips me up somehow. Alright, so let's see if we can get them curious in a rune. Yeah, that guy might go for it. Okay, I think we're in the clear. All right. So over here. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I am going to try a different combo here. Summoning rune and frost rune. Try that. Ooh. That was a little closer than I'd like normally. Those are the situations where this character concept can get into a little bit of trouble if things are happening very, very quickly and you are waiting to recharge magicka. You are in a world of hurt. All right, let's see if we can get up here. All right, we're gonna take one there, one here. One. Two. That worked okay. I like that combo. Okay, we traded with him. Wasn't enough to kill him, though. Is there a stairway here? There is. Now, he could be smart enough to come and get us here. Let me try that. We'll see what he decides to do. Be good to attract him up here, I guess. Or did we get him with that first rune? Look at that. Yeah, we got him with that rune right there. All right. So while I was setting our little backup trap here, he ran into our first attack. So I guess that makes sense. last episode, we heard Shadeling doing something unusual, which was toying around with the idea of actually getting Marl involved in a situation. And I say that's unusual because most often what we see Shadeling doing is trying to insulate Marl from situations. It's a hard one. Good for leveling, though. Oh, come on. Oh. Something going on there. All right. Or the other way. Or too much. Well, we found the sweet spot at least. There it is. See if we can get through here. Runes as a ranged weapon are pretty great. If you're in any way unnerved about using yourself as bait, however, it becomes a little bit weird. You gotta be okay with that scenario. Is that thing underwater? Alright, neutralized spiders. Let's go this way. So at this point, Shadeling is really still carefully considering what to do. The idea was get Marl involved because he has some kind of a personal relationship with Neloth already. Not a great personal relationship, to be sure, but they know each other. So Shadeling's reasoning is that it may be possible for Marl to entice Neloth to assist in pursuit of the Black Books, whereas he believes that Neloth will not respond favorably to him. We're not sure why Shadeling thinks this. It sort of implies that perhaps Shadeling and Neloth perhaps have some history from another life. So we don't know for sure yet, but Shadeling is considering this idea because he obviously feels like Neloth is not going to respond favorably to him for whatever reason, and that's something that will be revealed through story. But it's interesting to speculate about now. What transpired between Neloth and Marl and Nestrin back in the day before everybody became what they are now, and what is the source of the great animosity that we see, the disrespect or trading of insults that we see between Marl and Neloth? And if you're not entirely sure what I'm talking about here, before the Ashes series even started, I did an audio vignette, which was basically an interview with Marl, in which the venom in his personal relationship with Neloth was obvious, and the reasoning is somewhat explained in that. If you haven't heard that, it is available on YouTube, it's available on iTunes, it's available on the website. Go and check it out. It's about a 12 or 15 minute long interview, and it's pretty revealing, and it was part of the lead up to this series starting. I like to do vignettes. We talk about them on the podcast, and I prefer to do audio vignettes, which is exactly what I did with Billy. So check that out if you're interested.
Who are you? What are you? You are a blackness in the pattern. You have particles. I see them. Let us embrace.
Wow, there are a lot of interesting items here.
A kiss, sweet mother. This is important. I do not know why this is important. The pattern tells me it is significant. I will keep it. Why is it significant? Is Marl in trouble? Marl is safe. His threat in the pattern has not changed. What has changed? Butterflies. I wonder if Shadeling would like butterflies. There was an interesting post. It was a simple post. In the YouTube comments, and somebody was commenting about how they liked Shadeling's childish behavior, and we got into this discussion, and both agreed in the end that it wasn't childish, it was childlike. And it brought to mind thoughts of the Shadeling from an entirely different perspective, you know? The idea that he may be experiencing aspects of the world seemingly for the first time. Which sort of begs the question, what happened to him during all those years of dormancy, right? 100 years? Buried in a box full of particle-rich ash? What does that even mean, you know? I don't know. I think it's interesting to speculate, for sure. All right. Pursuing me. I heard the footsteps and the rune went down out of reflex. Is it the end? Poor sap. It would have been a mistake to pursue Shadeling like that, but it would have been an even bigger mistake to try to get into a fisticuff with him. So that guy was screwed either way, I think. I like the idea, though, the mystery of what's going on in Shadeling's head. The idea that he would allow a person to charge him, and I can imagine him standing there with his head cocked like a curious dog as the person, you know, runs to their own death, you know, that kind of thing. Just this sort of completely alien kind of intelligence. All right. Captain Veloth asked for our help. and Shadeling agreed to provide it.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth?
The general is eliminated.
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Curious' exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
He will no longer send the spawn to your city.
Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Curious. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful. Thank you for your assistance. It's raised my men's spirits quite a bit.
What does this mean? One piece. Shadeling does not come in 2 pieces.
This may be the frontier, but we've still got rules. Break them.
There is another stain on the pattern. Here. We must eliminate the stain. We must preserve life. Preservation of life benefits the pattern. These creatures are not of this pattern. They are perversions. They do not belong here.